after that one. Yeah, I don't know where to start. I'm just absolutely devastated after that. I really, really am. It was always going to be a tough game. And you could probably say in the end that probably was the right result. Manchester United were the better team for a lot of that game. They had a hell of a lot of chances. And most of the possession they enjoyed was positive. They were excellent today. But we defended so gallantly. Our defenders, Zuma and Ogbonna, were so good for such long spells in that game. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It really, really is heartbreaking. Obviously, the lineups came out. Very excited, when the team come out. The four up top. It was going to be interchanging. They played their who's who of players. Ronaldo, Fernandes, etc. We know it was going to be a tough game today, and it was. For a long time, we contained for a long time, and defensively we dealt with them as best we can. Thanks, Christopher, for joining in there. Can't say we deserved anything from the match. I agree, mate. In terms of actual, performance and looking at it as a game, that Manchester United were a better team by a mile. But anyway, we did take the lead. Saeed Benrahma, who I thought was excellent actually today. I really did. He was one of our shining lights. Was constantly trying to get the ball left and right throughout the game. Little trickeries here and there when he did get the chance to be on the ball. Ball was played to him, don't shoot, you don't score. Had a shot, I think it was just about going in, but it did deflect off their defender. Or was it Fred, I think it was. And went in and 1-0, you're in dream world, I thought maybe, who knows. And then, they grew into the game after that. They started speeding up their passing. It was getting more and more electric in terms of the way they were trying to attack us. They did have one just before they scored where Ronaldo, just his touch let him down. Soufal came across, he cut inside, and then Zuma came across to stop him. But then eventually the goal did come. The ball was whipped in by Fernandes. He played a sort of kung fu kick shot that Fabianski got down well, maybe should have held on to it. And Ronaldo don't miss rebounds like that. Played the 1-2 with a goalie. And it was 1-1. They did it at the post as well. Fernandes hit the post as well. They had loads of chances, loads and loads of chances in the first half. They were really, really good. We had a few though. We had Bowen had one where he cut in the first half, was unlucky. And everyone else did it, or Sojek when it come out to Benrahma, who just put it over. I wasn't that impressed with Klasic, I have to say. A bit anonymous today, but again, harsh to judge in a game like that. You need to see him, against a slightly lesser opposition. Man United are real top team, and they did show that today. There's no denying. The quick passing, the interchanging of movement was fantastic. We had patches in the second half where we were trying. Our crossing was so poor though, so poor. Like I don't know what's happened. We've gone from a really good crossing team to, we're just the crosses are not going in properly. Definitely missed Antonio today in terms of having an outlet and just dominance. When Yarmolenko come on, he offered nothing. There was nothing there. When Rice ran forward on that one go. Yarmolenko was just getting in the way. He was just annoying. I really did like Bowen today. I thought Bowen was excellent in the game. And then the inevitable did happen. I was going to put a bet on it as well. I didn't. That Lingard was going to score last. That Lingard come on. Didn't really do anything until that point. Quite anonymous. And Zuma and Ogbonna were just immense in terms of heading and clearing the ball. Maybe they could have had a penalty here or there as well. You had the clash of knees one, which maybe wasn't, and then you had the pullback on Ronaldo. Maybe that could have been given. I'm not saying it should have been, but maybe could have been. But it wasn't. But then Lingard did. Listen, it was a wonder goal. We've seen him score them for us last season. Anywhere around the 18-yard box, in and around it, he's got a massive chance that his right foot is so sweet. It was in the top corner, unstoppable, just kicking the teeth really. He didn't celebrate. To his credit, maybe thinks he might be back here in January. I don't know. You can tell from my voice, guys. I'm completely deflated after that. Really, really deflated. Let's just read some of your comments really quickly, guys. What's he say? Kicking the teeth by Lingard, then poor from Noble being sent on with cold legs. Pen is piss poor from Moyes. We played better in the second half. New West Ham, not the other 70 minutes, showed too much respect. Carbon copy of the Euro finals. Heartbreaking, Jordan says. Really missed Antonio today and totally go. Yeah, so obviously, last thing we see there, guys, and you think we're going to do this now. Ball was whipped in. Shaw had his hand out. Ball hit his hand. Took a little bit of time. VAR. He went over and looked at it. And then he did give it. Rice had the ball in his hands, ready to take the penalty. Obviously, he has missed one this year. So Moyes maybe panicked a little bit in terms of the penalty. I actually asked. I was on Jake's show before the kickoff, and I actually did say who takes the penalties. We was like Benrahma, Sojek. And obviously Bowen came off, and then Mark Noble came on straight away, grabbed the ball. Listen, Mark Noble is probably one of the best penalty takers in the Premier League, but we've seen it in the Euros. You can't bring on a cold player to take a penalty. It's just not the done thing. You're not in the game. And then he put it low, and De Gea pulled out the save, and finished 2-1. That was the last kick of the game. Just absolutely heartbroken, guys. Honestly, it's absolutely devastated with that some parts of the performance were really, really good. Just the result. The fact that the unbeaten run's gone when it was there to just keep it there. It was just there to be kept. But yeah, we weren't turned over massively. They were fantastic, but the scoreline wasn't humiliating by any stretch of the imagination. I thought our two centre backs were fantastic and will do really well against the lesser teams in the Premier League. We do need to work on the crossing though. The crossing he's just been so poor recently. A couple more comments there, guys. Just bear with me. Jordan says I could take the Jesse Lingard goal, but not the penalty. High then low after Noble missed. Yeah, mate, I agree. I think most people will feel that today. Listen, the season's still doing well. Do you know what I mean? Let's look at it as a season. Listen, we were 5 games undefeated. Man United was always going to be a huge test today. A draw would have been a fantastic result if we would have pulled that out, but we didn't. We did lose. We played them again on Wednesday night in the cup game. I see how that result goes, but the most important thing, now going forward is the Leeds game next Saturday. Leeds not playing too well, not having the best of seasons at the moment. So again, we've got to go and win. Antonio will be back. Them two will start again, Oggy and Zuma. So you would expect their partnership to grow and develop. So yeah, listen, there's some positives in the game. Although we feel deflated now because of the way the game ended there. There is some positives. Zuma Ogbonna, brilliant. Benrahma was excellent today. Fornal was again excellent. The only thing with Sojek, I would say Sojek, the only thing that's starting to let him down a bit is his passing does go a bit wayward, and that's really, really harsh on me. But his passing does get us in a lot of trouble sometimes. Just a little bit lesser days good with the passing. My man of the match for West Ham would be the two centre backs. I thought they were immense. Kurt Zuma and Oggy. I think they can share it. Both made important tackles and important interceptions at key times in the game. Really, really good in the air as well. I thought we defended the set pieces fantastically. Manchester United had a lot of corners. And we defended them really, really well. Listen, when you've got someone like Ronaldo in your team, it's a 1-0 head start anyway. We would have always had to have scored at least probably 2 goals in that game to win that game. The fact that we did score, and we did score first, give us a chance. But yeah, just their quality shine through in the end. When the fact that you bring on Jesse Lingard, a player that they consider, surplus to requirements, and he pulls out something out of the bag like that, just shows how good a team they've built this year. Yeah, it is heartbreaking, guys. I smile through my sad thoughts Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've watched live, thank you so much. Hit that like button. There's 13 of you watching, so that'd be nice if you can hit that like button for me. If not, if you're watching this back on a replay, give me your thoughts on the game. Let me know where it went wrong. Until next time, guys, come on your irons, keep believing. Listen, we will bounce back. It's just a blip in the road, but we can still do some good things this year. Let's go.